Namaste to all. Welcome to another session of video of Acharya Nidana Academy. Today I am going to discuss psychological aspects of Prakriti of different individuals. Psychological aspect in the sense mind or mental as well as emotional aspects of an individual. So when you think of the Prakriti, so it has three different meanings or even more meanings can be put forth. So when you think of most of the Ayurveda people say Prakriti as a constitution of an individual. Some persons will say it's a nature of an individual. Some persons will say it is nothing but a group of certain personality traits. In the sense, there are certain repeated patterns that you can observe in an individual. So now we are going to discuss what actually these different parameters are. So when you think of Prakriti, four different parameters we can able to analyze. First one, that is physical parameters. Physical parameters, that is what we can able to observe externally. Maybe the color of hair, or maybe the color of the skin, or maybe the texture of the skin, uh, or maybe the nature of the nail, different measurements of the different body parts, etc. That is coming under the heading of physical parameters. Psychological as well as emotional parameters means what might be the thinking that can be observed in an individual, or what might be the emotional aspect that we can able to observe in the individuals. So maybe suppose if you are saying one particular word to the your lower subordinate, suppose if you say a little bit abusive word, so the subordinate may not be able to may not be able to equally respond. So that means he will be submissed. That means the real uh, response cannot be attained or cannot be shown to the higher officials. This is the nature, that is psychological parameters that can be. Of course, that can be shown to some other people who are dependent on that particular individual. That will be transferred. So that is psychological parameters in that we can able to analyze. And social parameters. Social parameters in the sense how that particular person is behaving in the uh, society. So, what might be the society in the sense what might be his spending pattern, or what might be his eating pattern among the society, etc., etc., and how he actually behaves in the society, that is coming under the social parameter. Fourth one, that is spiritual parameters. This particular spiritual parameters is mainly uh, reflected upon the core value of an individual, and depending upon the core value of an individual, how he is performing a particular activity, whether it is congruent to his core value, that is determining the spiritual parameters of an individual. So like this, the prakriti of a person is being decided by these four parameters. Of course, some even more parameters that can be added. So but in gross, so these are the four parameters we can able to get. Now I am going to discuss about psychological parameters of or emotional parameters of an individual that will be determining the prakriti of a person. So here he is a person, his name is T Harv Eker. He is a CEO of Harv Eker International. So why I am stressing this particular person? Because he has developed a particular formula, or he said about the or propagated the particular formula, that is TFAR. That is, T refers to thought, F refers to feeling, A refers to action, and R refers to result. So that means whenever if you are thinking about this, this will be happening in a particular pattern: thought, feeling, action, result. So, depending upon the thought, for example, if he is saying, I am very much happy, So if he is developing that particular thought, the same feeling that can be shown by seeing the person itself. So like the smiling of the or smiling or widened eyes, etc., or the way he is communicating with the surroundings or with the people. So that is determining the feeling, and the action we can able to see the same action that we are going to observe, and the result will be almost the positive results that can be observed in the person who is having this particular formula congruently. If it is happening, so that is resulting in a proper D, that is destiny. So if you are thinking about this destiny, so that means he has to have a proper result, proper action, proper feeling, and proper thought. When you think of all these different, when has to happen, proper thought, feeling, action, result, and destiny, he has to have a proper M. So here M refers to mindset. So suppose if you want to say that destiny, if you want to become an Ayurveda physician, so that means you have to pass the exam, that is the result. And action refers to you have to consistently perform, consistently read the Ayurveda literatures, that is action. Feeling in the sense, so that means you have to consistently work with the enthusiasm, or with the happy mindset, a positive mindset regarding the Ayurveda literature's thought. That means you should have a thought that I have to read the Ayurveda literatures. And mindset in the sense, so that is, that has to be consistently and has to follow that particular thought itself. So that means if you want to have a proper destiny, so you should work on your M. So this is what is considered to be the essential thing that has to be performed, or that has to be congruent in the analyzing the psychological parameters. Regarding the psychological parameters that can be observed in Vata Prakriti person. So here the thought may be something different, feeling may be something different, action may be different, and result may be different. So there will not be any proper channelization regarding the TFAR. So that means his destiny is unpredictable. So this is what is considered to be indicative of Vata Prakriti person. So why this is happening? Because of the unstable mindset. So that means in some of the occasions he will consider I have to read or I have to work consistently. But after the few words, after the few time, after the some time, he may have the different mindset. Oh, what is this? I cannot perform this particular activity. So like that, he will be having unstable mindset. Because of that, the we can able to predict the Vata Prakriti person. Because of this, the he will not be having clear goal or clear vision. Because of the unclear vision, he will be having the indecisive nature. This is the very typical of a Vata Prakriti person. Regarding the Pitta Prakriti person, so where how this particular Pitta Prakriti person will be acting. The Pitta Prakriti person will be having the quick and impulsive nature. He is developing a particular thought, I want to buy the TV or I want to buy AC. When you think of that, he will be immediately going to take that particular TV without looking into the consequences. So, this is impulsive nature, and here this may be sometimes this may be good, sometimes this may be bad. So, here the destiny, for example, if the person is Pitta Prakriti person, he will be considering I have to pass the exam. In the sense, he will be doing that particular feeling with impulsively. He will be working on that every single day, that too with much effort, and he will not be even compromising his daily routine activities such as sleeping, etc., that will be disturbed. for a shorter time period, of course he will be passing the exam. So here the mindset will be, he will be having the impulsive nature of what do you say, the working on studying this particular textbooks. This is the typical nature of a Pitta Prakriti person, that is impulsive nature, quick and impulsive nature. Whereas Kapha Prakriti person, he will be having the one of the major thing, that is procrastination. That means delaying the things that will be observed in the Kapha Prakriti person. Because of that, he will be having the feeling that will be almost, what do you say, that the uh, low feeling or sometimes even high feeling may also be there, but the feeling will be in relation to the thought. So that means procrastination. So so that will be leading to that particular the feeling, and he will be slow in action. The result will be slower. So here the mindset will be almost of a lazy mindset sometimes, and sometimes if he is having a clear goal, he will be having a very stable mindset. So the here all the activities that will be slower, and even the thought also, he will be developing the thought very slow. After 3 or 4 repeated sayings, he will be developing that particular thought process. This is typical of Kapha Prakriti individual. So Vata Prakriti individual will be having indecisive nature. Pitta Prakriti person will be having a quick impulsive nature, and Kapha Prakriti person will be having procrastination nature. This is what is considered to be the psychological assessment of the parameters of different Prakriti individuals. Uh, that is Vata personality trait, Pitta personality trait, as well as Kapha personality trait. What do you say regarding this particular terminology, that is TFAR, that is M and D? So, how this, what is your major takeaway from this particular session? And comment below what is the major point that you want to have a discussion in the coming videos. I am very much eager to uh, observe your comments, and tell me what is the major takeaway of the particular video. Please subscribe my channel, and share among your friends, and put a like button. We will be seeing a different topic in the next session of your choice. Thank you.